What's up, everybody? This your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. So LG have sent me out the LG G7 ThinQ for review, and we're going to go over the device, and I'm going to give you my impressions of having this device for a few days. So is the LG G7 a step up from the LG G6? Let's find out. So get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric again with another video. So I've been having the LG G7 for a few days now. Let me give you my impressions of having this device for a few, right? Let's go on and talk about the specs. And this device is sporting a 6.1-inch QHD display, right? LG is calling it the full vision super bright display because it can go up to 1,000 nits. Yes, up to 1,000 nits, and that is fantastic. Also, this device has a Snapdragon 845 processor with 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage, complemented by SD card support. On the rear, this is where all the magic is, by the way. We have dual camera setup, 16 megapixels, right? We got a 1.6 aperture and a 1.9 aperture, right? Wide angle lens. So that is awesome. So in the front, we got an 8 megapixel camera, which features a 1.9 aperture. This device has a 3,000 milliamp battery, fingerprint scanner, running Android 8.0, all the bells and whistles of 2018. So coming from an LG G6, going to LG G7, yes, we have a huge improvement when it comes down to the specs department. Because if you remember, the LG G6 had the 821 processor, and this device has the 845 processor with 4 gigs of RAM. So when it comes down to it, it is a huge difference when it comes down to specs from the last generation to this generation. So let's talk about the design of the LG G7. Listen, I talked about this, about the LG G6. I believe that the LG G6 was LG's coming out party with the super beautiful design. And the LG G7 takes the same trait of the LG G6 and brought it to the LG G7. There are some differences between the LG G6 and the LG G7. The different body style, instead of having the two cameras on the side, you got the cameras vertical, which is a nice step, and it makes the device look very elegant in the back. I always say this, even when I talked about the LG G6, you know, LG really stepped up their game when it comes down to the design department, and this is no difference. In the front, it has the notch display, which is IPS LCD display. Now listen, I know a lot of people say, oh, the notch, oh, the notch. In 2018, that is the trend. Notch displays. It's a little tall device, right? And it's something to get used to. And this is the trend again in 2018. We starting to see these 18:9, 19:9 aspect ratio phones that's getting slimmer and taller, but it does fit real good in your hand. So when it comes down to it, yes, you can kind of use this as a one-handed device. You do have a struggle getting to the top, but as far as using this device as a one-handed device, it does fit comfortable in your hand. So let's go ahead and go over the device. On the right side, you got a power button. At the top of the device, you have your SIM slot, also with a mic. So on the left side of the device, you have your volume up and down button and a dedicated button that you can bring up Google Now. At the bottom of the device, you got your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, also with a mic and a power port, USB Type-C, right? Also, you have a speaker grill. So LG has put some technology in the speaker system here. They're calling it the boombox speaker. When you lay this down as playing music, you will get a very good, nice surround sound when you're laying this down. And I'm gonna go through that with future videos. But overall, the design of the device is A-OK. No problem with the design of the LG G7. So let's talk about the performance of the LG G7. This device got the 845 processor with 4 gigs of RAM, right? You got 64 gigs of internal storage with SD card support. Listen, in 2018, with the 845 processor, 4 gigs, 6 gigs, 8 gigs of RAM, you're going to get very good performance. Again, these devices just came out. So you're going to get very good performance with the LG G7. I don't have any issues with it. Playing PUBG, playing any game that you want in the Play Store, this device will perform very well. So at the end of the day, we have the latest software and we have a good performing device. So thumbs up to LG for giving us a very good performing phone. So let's talk about the battery life on the LG G7. This device has a 3000 milliamp battery, and so far I've been getting pretty decent battery life. Not stellar battery life, it has been pretty decent. Now you do have the slew of battery saving modes and stuff like that to kind of give you longevity, but having this device for right now, for the last couple of days, the battery life has been pretty decent. Audio on here is exceptionally well. I like the audio, the quad DAC that LG puts in their devices. So if you got high impedance headphones and you want to listen to pretty good audio, this is your device. So let's talk about the cameras on the LG G7. Listen, I've talked about this about the LG G6. I say this time and time again, the LG G6 is one of the devices that I use to film a lot of my YouTube videos. It's just that good when it comes down to the rear cameras. Now, the rear cameras on the LG G7 have stepped up a notch, right? From my testing, using this phone, taking some photos and stuff like that, right? I've seen a quality boost with the LG G7 coming from a LG G6. The front-facing camera on this device, thank you, LG. Thank you, LG. Finally, we get a complete package when it comes down to photography and video with the LG G7. That was one of my biggest complaints of the LG G6 was the front-facing camera. But let me show you. Let me give you some video samples with the LG G7 compared to the LG G6, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and throw another phone in there. Y'all guys know how I like to do it. I'm gonna put the iPhone 10, all three of these phones together. So let me show you guys some low light photography, also with video, sample video, using all three of these devices. So check this out. All right, guys, so here it is. It's all low light. I got the iPhone 10, I got the LG G6, and I got the LG G7 on deck, right? And I want to show you guys some low light footage here, as you can see. And I'm really liking the LG G7 camera. Let's go it on the walk. And let's get some of this low light footage here so you guys can be the judge for yourself. Which camera is good when it comes down to low light? I'm gonna go audio from side to side so y'all guys can hear the audio on all three devices. But look at that table. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Look at that, all low light. And I'm shooting this at 1080p, 60 frames per second on all devices. So look at that Verizon wireless sign as I walk. Now, all three devices got optical image stabilization, and I'm holding all three of them in my hand, so you be the judge for yourself when it come down to these images. But let's see if we can get this plan in there. Look at that, low light. All right, so this is the front-facing camera with all three devices, the LG G7, the LG G6, and the iPhone 10. So as you can see, the camera on the LG G7 have stepped up a notch. I really like the video and still images on the LG G7. And the front-facing camera, yes, LG, thank you for giving us a quality front-facing camera on the LG G7. So overall, this is a huge improvement coming from the LG G6 to the LG G7 when it comes down to video and still footage, rear cameras, front cameras. So I have a lot of videos coming out for the LG G7. I'm gonna pick it apart and I'm gonna give you guys all the videos you need to learn about the LG G7. I got a lot of comparison videos between this device and other devices that I have in my arsenal. So stay tuned and subscribe. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Leave your questions down below. Let me know what you think about the LG G7 in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.